Let's start things off with our national anthem. Singing the national anthem for us this afternoon, Kim and Taylor Hanson. I ask that you please rise and remove your headwear.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Kim and Taylor Hanson. All right, let's start things off. 86th Annual King Turkey Day celebration. I am going to hand off the mic now. First, we will hear from your mayor of the city of Worthington, Rick Von Holt.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks again for me saying a few words anyways. Just gracious to host this 86th Turkey Day anyways, and we're hopefully enjoying some of our new 3rd and 4th Street roads anyways. Unfortunately, they didn't get part of it done, but we were able to open this up and enjoy a lot of the amenities that it produces anyways. But again, I'd like to thank Jamie and the Chamber Forward Worthington for hosting, putting this stuff on, and all the countless volunteers that make this happen year after year. It's incredible that it started back in 1939, and they still have the same passion to pull this off anyways. So again, welcome everybody to Worthington, 86th Turkey Day, and go Paycheck Go.
Thank you very much, Rick. Rick Von Holt, Mayor of the City of Worthington. Next up, I would like to invite to the microphone Wayne Berger, representing the City of Cuero as their City Manager. Wayne.
Good afternoon. I'm here on behalf of our City Mayor, Emil Garza. He was unable to make it this weekend because he had the birth of his 6th grandchild, his granddaughter, this past week, so he was unable to attend. I'm here to thank you all. This is my 3rd consecutive year coming here, and each year gets better and better. I want to thank you for your hospitality. Your town is beautiful. We appreciate everything you do for us, welcoming us here. I appreciate the Cuero Turkey Fest, the King Turkey Day, everything that you do for our communities. And just want to say I learned 2 things. Last year I was on the race team, so I've learned a couple things. So I just want to go over, that way I see a couple of race team members here. Juan. So just everybody from Worthington race team, remember, it's 3, 2, 1, go. And also, I was on the race team, and I'm the one who did the nosedive. So also, race team members, remember, when you get to the finish line, don't try to do a flip at the end like I did to celebrate a win. You're much better off just running through the finish line. But no, thank you for everything y'all have done. Thank you for welcoming us to your community. We appreciate everything you do for the community. And go, Ruby, go.
I think he meant to say slow, Ruby, slow. But next up to the microphone here, we invite the president of King Turkey Day, Megan Prinz.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming out here and supporting King Turkey Day. We really appreciate it. If you see any of the board members with the black shirts around, they've been working hard for a year. We keep trying to add new things and everything. So we hope you enjoy King Turkey Day. Thank you to our sponsors and everyone for all the support. And go Paycheck.
Very good. All right. Next up, we invite to the microphone here the president, this year's president of Cuero Turkey Fest. It is Edward Oaks.
Hello, everybody. My name's Edward Oaks, and I don't got a lot to say. I'm gonna let my vice president. He talks way better than me. But I did forget some people at the mayor's dinner. Courtney Navarro, will you please stand up? We could not do this without her, and my heart hurts that I forgot to mention her. So she is my best friend, and she takes care of me. And Wayne Berger is my next best friend, but drama. So what I want to say is, go Ruby, go. Paycheck slow. Jeffrey Nimick is coming up.
Howdy! I am Jeffrey Nimick, the Vice President of the Cuero Turkey Fest, and we want to go ahead and give a thanks out to all the sponsors that helped put this on this year for the King Turkey Day. It takes a lot of y'all to put this on, and so we want to thank y'all on behalf of the Cuero Turkey Fest, as well as the KTD, the King Turkey Day Board of Directors. We all know what it takes to be put on a festival like this, so if you see anybody wearing the black shirts or driving around the golf carts, give them a high five or a thumbs up or maybe a cold adult beverage at the end of the night. They'll like that. But we're excited to be back here in Worthington, Minnesota. We're sorry we brought the heat, the high of 90 degrees. So if you need to, take some water and watch Ruby fly down this road here in about 15, 20 minutes. So remember, go Ruby, go, and slow paycheck slow. Have a good day.
The heat's getting to him. He meant slow, Ruby, slow, I'm sure. I'm certain of it. All right. Now, without further ado, we have a tradition here with King Turkey Day where every year we have a featured speaker speak to those gathered here at the festival. Today's featured speaker is Daniel Harrington, is a teacher in the Worthington School District and a resident just down the road in the community of Adrian. Married to Karen Harrington, they have 5 children, 2 grandchildren. He is the unit commander of the Buffalo Ridge Young Marines and coordinator of Toys for Tots for Nobles County. So please join me in welcoming Daniel Harrington as he shares his story of service.
Good afternoon. Ready for a fun race and an amazing parade. I promise the speech won't go too long. I know we're excited for those 2 things. I want to thank the King Turkey Day Board for inviting me to this year's event. And most of all, I want to thank all of you for being here today. I just want to share just about 10 minutes of how service has impacted my life. A little bit about myself. I grew up in Centerville, South Dakota, which is about 30 minutes south of Sioux Falls. I graduated high school in 1982, and after that, I served in the military for 9 years, Army Reserves for 3, and then 6 years in the Marine Corps. When my time in the service ended, I spent 16 years working in the IT field before deciding to follow a new path in education. I earned my bachelor's degree in 2009 and my master's in 2012, both from Augustana College. Today, I live in Adrian with my amazing wife, Karen. For 27 years, she's not only been my partner in life, but my partner in service. Together, we've been blessed with 5 wonderful children, Kate, Trenton, Colton, Travis, and David, and 2 beautiful grandchildren, Liam and Journey. This year marks my 14th year teaching at the Worthington School District in computers. I started at Prairie Elementary, hired by yours truly, Mr. Nobles, 10 years, and then I went to intermediate school for 3 years, and I'm currently teaching at the middle school. I started that just this last month. Honestly, this is the only school district I can imagine working in. I have not taught anywhere else, so I'm pretty sure I'll be retiring from this district. There's a quote by Winston Churchill I feel captures the heart of service. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Those words remind me that service is not measured by what we accumulate, by what we share. True fulfillment comes not from wealth or possessions, but from the impact we have on others, the lives we touch, the communities we strengthen, and the future we build. Today, I want to share a few moments in my life where volunteerism made a real impact on me. There are countless experiences that I could talk about, but for the sake of time, I'll keep my remarks short. One of my earliest memories about service comes from sitting with my family watching the evening news. At that time, the Vietnam War dominated the headlines. One evening, my dad turned to my brother and me and said, "Boys, remember it's your duty to serve your country when you are old enough. That's how you give back." It wasn't a suggestion, it was a principle, and it has shaped my understanding of service over the formative years. That wasn't the only time my dad gave advice that impacted my life. In 2006, the VA reached out to me and said, "We'd like to send you to college. What would you like to be when you grow up?" I could not pick IT because at that time, if you remember, Gateway 2000 closed their doors and the IT field was, job market was impacted. So I always wanted to be a teacher. I had an amazing second grade teacher, and I wanted to be a lot like her growing up. I was concerned what my dad would think. He was stationed with the Marines as a hospital corpsman, and he was a hard charger, and I was really worried that he would think that there were others out there more deserving of this opportunity than I was. His response was simple and profound. Take advantage of this opportunity, then pay it forward. That principle of service guiding me again. My church also reinforced the idea of service through food drives, volunteering at the local food shelter, helping clean homes after bad weather or a fire. Each Memorial Day, many of the local youth sold poppies for the American Legion for their fundraiser. At that time, I didn't fully understand what that meant, selling the red flowers, but I knew they mattered. They mattered to my parents, to the veterans, and to my community. The seed of service grew with me. In 1985, I joined the Army Reserves, and 3 years later, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Wearing the uniform taught me that sacrifice, discipline, and about being something bigger than myself. Service just wasn't about the uniform. It was about showing up fully for my brothers and sisters in arms, for our mission, and for my country. Your mouth sure gets dry when you're up here. While stationed in Okinawa, Japan, my company commander would often ask for volunteers to assist with cleaning and performing repairs at the local orphanage. At first, I just volunteered just to get away from the base for a bit. But after a while, I started seeing the difference that we were making. It was something more deeper for me, fulfillment, purpose, and proof that even the smallest acts of service do leave lasting marks. After my time in the military, my mission shifted to raising 5 kids with Karen, arguably the toughest deployment I've ever been on. Once they grew up, graduated, and moved out of the house, I suddenly had this strange thing called free time. To Karen's great relief, and maybe to keep me from reorganizing the garage for the 10th time, I redirected that energy into service again. I joined the Adrian American Legion, then the Marine Corps League. Alongside a group of dedicated Marine veterans, we started the Buffalo Ridge Leathernecks Detachment in Worthington. And it was through the Marine Corps League that I discovered the Young Marines Youth Program. The Buffalo Ridge Young Marines Unit was established in January 2020. Since then, I have served in a variety of leadership roles. I currently serve as a unit commander for our unit, but over the years, I've also held the positions of battalion executive officer, battalion commander, and regiment commander for the Tri-State Regiment, which oversaw 14 Young Marine units. As that regiment continued to grow, it was then divided into 2 regiments, and I now serve as a regiment commander for the Midwest Regiment, which includes 7 units. This past summer, I earned my certification as school director, which gives me the opportunity to organize and lead the Division III junior and senior leadership schools. I also coordinate our annual Midwest Regiment Summer Encampment in Missouri, and it's one of the highlights of the years. This summer, we had 90 young people from units across the Midwest attend. The young Marines took part in archery, land navigation, map reading, compass skills, no GPS involved, leadership response courses, training in first aid, and they even pushed themselves through the Marine Corps League Youth Fitness Test. We also worked on teamwork through a variety of fun and challenging activities. It's an incredible experience that combines adventure, learning, and leadership all in one. Let me tell you about our unit. Right now we have 13 amazing young Marines and 7 dedicated adult volunteers. These volunteers do this because they believe in the program. None of us receive a salary. We give our time because we care about these kids and their growth. We meet twice a month on Saturdays, 8 to 12. In those few hours, we run a student-led environment where our young Marines are constantly challenged to grow physically, mentally, and morally. At the heart of everything we do is a commitment to promoting a healthy, drug-free lifestyle. To support that commitment, every 6 months, our youth take a physical fitness test. These exercises include pull-ups or flexed arm hangs, a 1-mile endurance walk, a shuttle run, sit and reach, and sit-ups. Just as important is our focus on drug demand reduction. Each quarter, our young Marines complete 3 hours of training on the dangers of gateway drugs, such as tobacco, alcohol, inhalants, prescription drugs, and marijuana. We encourage them to take what they learn and share it with their peers in their own community. We also focus on leadership, discipline, teamwork, and community service. Along the way, they build lifelong friendships, strengthen their character, and discover what it means to be part of something bigger than themselves. Our young Marines gain confidence and grow into better leaders. At its core, the Young Marines program instills the value of volunteerism, showing our youth that service is not an expectation, but a way of life that strengthens both character and community. Since forming in 2020, the Buffalo Ridge Young Marine Unit has dedicated over 9,920 hours of community service, whether honoring veterans through color guards and funeral details, supporting local community projects, cleaning veteran memorials and community parks. Our young Marines are learning that showing up, giving back, and making a meaningful difference is what true service is about. This past year, I was selected as a Division III Adult Volunteer of the Year, one of 6 divisions across the country in Okinawa, Japan. In April, during the National Adult Leadership Conference in Dallas, I was humbled to be selected as the National Adult Volunteer of the Year. I felt truly honored to be recognized amongst such an outstanding group of adult volunteers in the program. Every step of the way, I've been surrounded by people who made me a better person and a better leader. Those who gave their time and energy without hesitation. Mentors who shared their wisdom, and my wife, who has been my greatest supporter. The award doesn't belong to me alone. It belongs to all of us. It is proof that when we lead, serve, and lift up the next generation together, we are on the right path. In 2019, my wife and I started the Nobles County Toys for Tots. The mission of the Toys for Tots program is to collect new unwrapped toys and distribute them to families that request our assistance during the Christmas season. Over the past 6 years, we distributed more than 20,000 toys to 5,165 children in Nobles County. Our campaign not only reaches families in need, but also children in foster care, those supported by Child Services, Family Support Organization, the Women's Crisis Center, and local churches in Nobles County. Beyond the holidays, we serve as a year-round force for good, providing comfort, joy, and a message of hope to families who have tragedies such as serious illnesses or displaced families due to a house fire or weather. A toy may seem small, but its message is powerful. It tells the child, you are seen, you are valued, and you are not forgotten. I want to touch on the partnership between the Buffalo Ridge Young Marines and the Nobles County Toys for Tots. Each year, our young Marines and adult volunteers dedicate many hours to toy drives, fundraisers, collecting, sorting, and bagging toys, and toy distribution. Despite freezing temperatures or heavy snow, they arrive with smiles, energy, and a sense of purpose. Their joy comes from knowing they are helping children within their own schools and neighborhoods. It's in these moments that volunteerism, the mission of the Young Marines, and the spirit of Toys for Tots come together in a powerful way. Youth serving youth, building stronger communities, and creating memories of service that will last a lifetime. Service is a mindset. It's giving time, energy, and care without expecting anything in return. It can be large as raising your hand to serve your country, or as small as checking in on a neighbor, shoveling their sidewalk, or mowing their yard. Service builds stronger communities, creates better futures, and ensures we leave this world better than we found it. I am proud of the ways we've been able to serve, but even more, we are proud to be part of a community that values service in all its forms. Services like the Young Marines, Toys for Tots, and other local programs succeed because of people like you. Those who give their time, their talents, and their resources. Every effort matters. I want to personally invite you to think about this. Don't wait until you feel perfectly ready. Just be willing. Volunteering begins the moment you decide, I'm here and I'm ready to help. You all know you're ready when you see that the community's need outweighs your hesitation. And when you realize your small step forward can make a big difference. So once again, thank you for having me as your speaker, and go Paycheck.
Daniel Harrington. All right, at this time, actually, Dan, if you want to stand back up here. So we have another tradition here for Turkey Day, and that tradition is the kissing of the turkey. So
That was never mentioned. Karen, I'm sorry.
yeah, right. We like to spring this on them at the last minute so they can't say no.